Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blitz'd podcast. It's time for season 2, episode 1. Me and Chris are going to break it down. Welcome back to the Blitz'd podcast. It's time for season 2, episode 1. It's your boy Chris and your boy Logan getting ready to talk some Blitzball. Coming up, hey, we're January 30th as we're recording this. Blitzball's right around the corner. We just wrapped up Tampa a few weeks ago. Not going to talk about that. We might get a little bit into it today. But I think the biggest thing on the dish of topic list right now is welcome back,
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh yeah, thank you. My not long away return because that will be maybe a little bit while from now. But yeah, I've been gone for a bit, for what has it been? 6 months, 7 months now that I've not appeared in a video, roughly. So, it's good to be back, especially on this side. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not playing Blitzball right now. Trying to start something up while I'm here. Um, But yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you, Logan. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it was really your
Um,
idea to start this whole thing back up again.
yeah,
And
I know.
I mean,
I
whatever you
know
want to
it's my
do, I'm
idea,
here to
but
do.
it's thank you. But yeah, it's I'm thankful for us being able to start this again. We might not be able to post as much videos as we want to due to probably scheduling errors or time zone errors, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So I'm not gonna be leading. Well, technically Logan's your host. But today's topic will be mostly for our first one of the season would be hot takes for Blitzball. Even it's not even our only two. We'll maybe sprinkle here a little here and there with different leagues. But um Logan, if you would like to start with your first hot take, I'm ready when you are.
Well, I don't have anything concrete written down, but um, I know it was something we were passing back ideas uh, over the past week or so. You know, what are we talking about here? What are we going to talk about here? And I labeled this episode Hot Take Central. I don't know if it's going to be Hot Take Central. I know we're just going to pass around a few ideas and what you were thinking and stuff like that. So I guess I could start. I don't know if I have any right now. I could come up with one off the top of my head because I guess you could say it is a hot take and it's kind of in the news. With award season
Yeah.
going on, you won the Gold Glove, played 2 games. Of course, it's all about Danville Blitzball, but you won the Gold Glove playing through 2 games. That's half a season, half a regular season. And there was no
Yep.
surprises there because you made 3 diving plays over the first 2 games that you played and the only 2 games you played. But if you were to play a full season, do you think it was MVP time or do you think you're going to hand that reign off to Matt this year?
I would still think it would be MVP time. I know I was batting in the first game after I was watching some of the videos, review or rewatch some of the videos so that I can be caught up or be able to look at my stats throughout because upcoming topic will be kind of like on that. But I was batting 143 after the first game. So I was clearly not in my not would say prime form, but more dominant form, but I would still say it would have been a closer race than it would have been from 2022 season. But I would still think I would have won MVP, and I still think I would have won the World Series. My pitching performance when I came back, I mean, we played a little scrimmage game after I came back after 6 months.
Yep.
I was clearly a little bit rusty, but I was probably throwing the best curveball of my life. Um, my hitting was, still a little rusty, but after a while, I was able to put some over the wall on Logan for old time's sake.
Yeah, there were some moments there in 2023 and had a lot of fun. I went back and looked through stats. Actually, more realistically, Matt's stats, where he had 6 home runs in the regular season this year. That's in 4 games. What you did 2021, 2022, that was in 12, 13 games with the wild card and the World
Yeah,
Series and stuff like that. But
yeah.
in
And I would
2022,
average. Yeah,
13 games, you hit 19 home runs. Matt this year in 4 games regular season, 6 home runs. That's 18 home runs on pace for 12 games.
yeah.
So there you
But
go.
also, you got to keep in mind with playing those 4 games, he also played. John, which John is not really a strong opponent. And normally we don't run up the score on John because we got multiple games to go through and we don't want to spend 3 hours on one game a day so we can get through maybe 2 or 3 games. We're not really we're not really like cutting the score or anything, but it's just for time purposes. So I think if I'm allowed to play John normally, I would think I would at least get 3 or 4 home runs in a game. And
Hmm.
then Buck, no hate on Buck, but I would probably do this about the same amount based on what I saw. I feel like I would be able to make contact and put some over the wall. I'll probably still have like that 1 to maybe 2 home run average against you two. So I mean, statistically, you're right. Matt would be on pace for 18 home runs, but can he hit that same amount of home runs consistently off of you, me, in like 3 or 4 games?
Well,
Because Matt does have his
yeah,
off days.
yeah, I can see the point there. I made the point of, I believe it was after game 2 or 3, I had to play Matt, and I told him, I said, my numbers might not look that great right now. I just played John. I didn't hit a home run. I won like 3-0 all on walks. I played Buck, hit
Mhm.
1 home run. And I said, my numbers might not look great now, but I get to play you coming up. And he looked at me where he was like, what are you talking about? You want to play tougher competition? I said, yeah, I do, because you're going to throw the ball in the strike zone more, and I get a chance to hit more. So that's the thing. When I hear, and I tell Mal this all the time, it doesn't matter how good of a pitcher I am. You can go out there and hit 3 home runs because I'm that
Mhm.
consistent in the zone.
Yeah, I mean, I watched back through my games. I hit like 5 singles off a few in a row when we implemented the rule, the ball rolls to the fence. And you were a little mad about it, but you threw it in the hot zone, and I was like, if I make contact, even like barely missing it, it's still gonna be a single because of just how much power's on the ball. And Matt, he does. I from what I've seen on some of the videos, Matt does not get a lot of base hits
No.
here and there. He'll walk a couple and then hit one over the wall. So, I mean, based on stats, I mean, if you look at the runs batted in department, it's probably gonna be a lot different for me and Matt. And that's not the discussion, really. An MVP values a lot more than just home runs too. It's runs batted in, batting average, strikeouts. How many strikeouts? How many times you get struck out? Pitching too. From Matt wasn't doing too bad this year. I mean, he made it to the World Series again. You made it to the World Series again. It was the first World Series that I was not involved in. So, I mean,
Because that was the only way it was going to end up. That's
yeah,
it.
it's the only way that was gonna end up. But you never know. You never know. Buck might have snuck his way through, but unfortunately, it did not happen.
Yeah, I gave up 13 hits on the season en route to my Cy Young award, but I believe 7 of them came against you in that first game I played. 7 hits.
Yeah,
So more than half of my total I gave up on the year, and you compare that to what Matt gave up. He gave up 6 hits. Wait, is that right? No, you gave up
in
six
two.
hits. Matt gave up four
Was it in
hits.
2 games?
That's crazy. 4 hits
Mm-hmm.
in 15 innings. But at the same time, you still didn't have the best ERA. That's how it shakes up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's one down. That's mine. That
Wanda. All
I
right,
don't.
I'll pull out mine because I did keep some notes. I mean, I can go back to the messages that we were messaging about in different like different like takes or not takes, but like what coulda, shoulda, woulda
While you
type
pull
of
that up, I
notes.
guess I can mention that our podcast is out on Spotify. You can find season 2, episode 1 there. And unfortunately, we can't leave all of them on Spotify. We don't have that system going right now, but you can see the most recent one there if you want to watch audio only. And of course, video only is on YouTube where it is right now.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we
gonna
hope
save
we hope
you
to
probably.
continue this. By the way, this is not just a
Yeah, yeah,
once in a while thing. We hope to be more consistent than we did last year. Where we had 4 episodes
it
and we
was
filmed about like 6 of them, and the last one
yeah.
just never went out.
Or the last two were lasted like forever and ever. They were more like us just talking,
Well,
in
the
my
the,
opinion.
the last one we did was on after opening day of Como, us, and a few other leagues, and we did a whole recap of that. And then, unfortunately, a huge storm came in and kind of ruined our whole filming.
Oh yeah, So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I got a couple, and I'm gonna save the big one probably for the fourth topic that we're gonna go over, and you know which one that is. Um,
I
but
really don't, but
this
okay.
one I kind of, it's the one that I brought up last, but this one's a little bit like iffy. But in the Danville Blitzball League, we do not have a speed limit rule.
Mm-hmm.
For, I mean, I don't know if they know obvious reasons, but there is a decent obvious reason. I used to play baseball, and I can throw a normal baseball pretty decently hard. So if I were to take a blitz ball and throw it with the same amount of effort as I would with the baseball, not a lot of people would be happy, including Matt mostly. I mean, we did like I do it in practice sometimes just to like, see what I can do like at max potential. But if we were to allow no speed limit rule, and if you allow me to throw however fast I wanted to throw, or however fast you want to throw, and however fast Matt wants to throw. I mean, with the consistency that we possibly could have, like if we actually were consistent, do you think the league would be a lot more different than it is right now, standing wise,
Uh,
or
well,
will it stay the same?
we moved it back to 55, and when we went to Tampa last year, this year that was kind of a thing where we're like, all right, well, it helped us in our league. It helped us with hitting. It helped us with content. That's the main reason why we did it. Give more offense. But when we're playing and it's 50 feet instead of 55, it sucks. It's rough. It's tough doing it.
Yeah.
So this year we kind of laid off it. We're like, all right, you can. There's a threshold. I mean, still you can't throw 100%. But there were time in the World Series on the video. Matt says, "All right, sorry, Logan, I'm throwing my arm out today." I said, "Okay." I mean, I don't care. That's if it's with a type of competition that one pound for pound the best players in the league right now. I don't care. That's fine.
Yeah.
World Series, lay it out on the line. But we're next year. I'm gonna say it right now. We're going up to 50 feet.
Okay.
As announced on the podcast right here, we're going up to 50 because when we play competitively, we just can't have that difference. So we're going up to 50, and there's going to be a speed limit. 100%. Do we have a radar yet? No. Are we going to get one? That's in discussion. But if there was none, and we played at 50, or we played at 55, it'd be overpowered. You get no home runs. You get some singles, but it'd be pretty boring.
I will get a broken nose.
Yeah, somebody get hurt. It wouldn't be very fun. And Matt can throw hard. I can't throw hard as I was used to be able to.
Yeah.
And that was 80 max. I couldn't even throw 70 max now. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and then yeah, I mean,
It'd be
it is.
impossible. It'd be literally impossible. It's the same reason why Como implemented a speed rule, and they're at 55 too.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
totally right. All right. All right. That concludes that one. Logan, I know that you don't have any notes, or you might have pulled notes.
No, I was just
Um.
gonna go look at the
All right.
discussion and kind of steal one of yours. Something I thought interesting, if I can find it. All right,
Yeah.
I guess this makes sense. Which version of Chris would win in a 1v1? 2021, 2022,
Wee
or
woo.
2023? I
Wee
think
wee wee woo.
okay,
That's my big one.
I'm taking out 2020. Okay, it is. All right, well, I'm taking out 2021. You know what? You know what? Wait a minute. Let's stop for a second.
All right.
Let's take a
All right. Here,
break.
hold on.
We'll come back
Let's take a break. We'll take a
because
break
our own
because I'm
little
gonna
Zoom.
bracket this.
Whoa,
We're
hold
gonna
on.
yeah. We're gonna bracket this. I have an idea for this. We're gonna
Okay, let's do
bracket
that.
this.
We'll
We're
take
gonna
a break.
implement one more. We're gonna implement one more. We got 2021. Well, actually, first seed. We're gonna put first seed as 2021 because that was the most dominant season I had. Four seed. We're gonna put 2023. Right.
Okay.
Second seed. We're gonna have 2022, and then in third seed, the Winter League. The unknown, or not really unknown,
Ah.
the most unwatched videos, Winter League.
Oh, definitely.
Because we got to put Winter League on there because I have a personal memory with one league.
I know what
A
it
little
is.
personal.
Since you bragged that out and our little Zoom call system is about to end, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be back and we'll discuss 2021, 2022, 2023 in Winter League, which Chris would win in that bracket style. We'll be back in a second. Okay, thanks for being patient and welcome back
Mm.
to episode number 1. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our bracket. Chris is going to set a timer for 3 minutes. We're going to talk each bracket. You said the one.
Actually, I like 2 minutes for the first two, and then 3 minutes for the championship.
Okay, so what's the first one? 1v4?
One for four. That'll be 2021 and then 2023. All right, on my mark. Three, two, one. And you can start, by the way.
All
Go.
right, I'm just going to lay it out there right now. 2021 was a fraud. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it. All right.
Oh, whoa,
All
whoa.
right. You want hot takes?
Whoa,
This hot takes this wrong.
fraud.
2021 was a fraud. I don't care. I'm gonna pull up the stats. Fill in for me while I do that real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A fraud. Wow. The only reason why he says that's a fraud because he gave up 4 home runs, 5 home runs in a single game. That was also the year where we had the bigger strike zone. That was also the
Oh,
year
come
where we had a
on.
closer fence. I mean, I do understand, but 20 something home runs in one season,
20,
that is
make it
still
37. That is not
37.
realistic. That is not real. That is not real.
That was average. That was
37,
averaging
12 of
at
them in one
30
game
home.
versus John, 4 of them against me in one game. This is blasphemous. No way. Fraud.
But also, that was also a year where I only lost 2 games. That was to Matt in the unknown game that we little played right before that, and then the World Series where we played 3 games instead of one. Where we had that one year where we played 1 game for the World Series, but that was 3 games. But I did hit what was it, 4 home runs throughout that entire series. But I still don't think it's a fraud. I still
Mm.
think that the pitching was, I mean, the pitching wasn't there. It was like Babe Ruth, there was no pitching and there was only dingers. But you can't, 2023 wasn't also that good. I wasn't hitting a lot of home runs. I mean, pitching was better. I was more like an older version of Chris. We got 30 seconds right now. So, who do you think will win? Like score, label as score, final score.
Final score? Okay. I'm taking you from 2023 2-1. That's it. That's
I'm
it.
taking 2021 version. I'm gonna
Ain't no
say
way.
6-4. As timer ends, we're gonna see
Okay,
the
with the
timer does end.
fences moved back, with you throwing harder, with better pitching, I just don't see it. I do not see how the first year is gonna beat out the last year. I just don't. This is crazy discussion. I just don't see it.
Yeah. You don't. I mean, I get what you
Because you
mean there.
jumped out of bed after not playing for like 4 months. You come out there, you hit 2 home runs, you bat 357, a 500 slugging, 500 on base. Was it Matt's numbers or my numbers in those departments? No, but still, that was incredible stuff. And yeah, the pitching was lacking for sure, but no,
Yeah.
no, the command wasn't
So
there.
you
But
know
no,
what? You know what? We're gonna agree with you on this. 2023 wins that bracket.
it's
2021
it's the only way.
gets snubbed.
It's the only way to
Gets
see it.
snubbed. We're gonna save them for the losers bracket. We're gonna save them for the losers
Oh, there's
bracket.
another one too. Okay, I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be like a 30-second loser bracket. We already know probably who
Okay.
between these two. All right, next one we got Winter League, and then 2022, which I think this is gonna be a quick and easy one because I think we both know who's probably gonna win this one. Hopefully, we're on the same frequency on this one. All right, 3, 2, 1.
All
All right, I'm
right,
gonna start
it's
this one
all right. You
off.
go.
I'm gonna start this one off. Winter League was not a fraud. He was just not as good as he was in 2022. This was where I started to decline, I feel like, because it was the first, was it 3 games were against you? Or no, we did a 3 game bracket style. I snubbed you for one. And then this was also the year that John went to the finals because Matt had to forfeit. That was interesting. And that was the year where that was also when you and Evan switched out pitching, which I'm going to keep in mind. Evan did not give up a home run in one of those games, but Logan did. because Logan wanted to switch with him.
You know,
So
it was a weird time. You know, my head wasn't right. I got messed up in that year. I was in transition between pitching. But yeah, sure.
yeah,
I don't remember your stats. I think they were pretty good. Obviously, you won. But
and
I
then
don't
the
know.
lefty
All I
home run.
remember was our round was back and forth, and it was actually really entertaining stuff.
Yeah, and then I won to a walk off, and I have footage that I don't know if I will ever release of Logan rage quitting at the not rage quitting, but raging at the end because of how the bracket was set up, as Matt wanted the easier opponent. Well, Matt,
And then
we
it
we
even
were
play.
like, yeah, I didn't even play, and then of course 2022, me winning the World Series, me beating Matt in the World Series. I still think it was a cool down year for me for sure, but I was still hitting home runs, still hit a decent amount. Um, Pitching was better. I mean, it was probably about the same level of play. It's just that we have less games to take out for each. So I would think this would go into extras. This game would go into extras as the time is winding down.
You know,
My score
I'm
prediction.
taking 2022. What's your score?
Uh,
Cutting you off.
I'm taking fourth. We're going to the fourth. We're going to the fourth. Actually, we're going to the fifth inning on this one. Um, Fifth inning score. I think me, 2022 will take it 8-7 to
Yeah,
a walk off home run.
yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that one. 2022, 19 home runs, 13 games, led the league in hits, home runs, least strikeouts, most walks, most RBIs, highest average slugging and on base. Don't have the pitching numbers. I wish I tracked those, but yeah, it's not even close. And you won
Yeah.
your second World Series. I'm taking that over the Winter League. Big game vibes. Killed in the
Yep.
World Series. We're taking that.
All right, we're gonna do this 30-second round, and I'm gonna let you start off with this one. But we're probably just gonna be able to just squeeze out scores in this one. But 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so it's 2021 versus Winter League.
No, it's 21 versus Winter League.
Okay, well, I think it's pretty easy. I'm gonna take 2021 still, even though I believe it's still fraud. I
Yeah,
think
that's what
you
I
are
was
better.
thinking. I think offensive wise, my pitching wasn't the greatest in the Winter League. That was when I started struggling a little bit. So I think
Yeah.
my struggling with my pitching, leaving
The
it over the middle,
mhm.
trying to develop a fastball
The book was
would
out by
be
that point.
the book was out. I think it would be a blowout, to be honest. I think it
Hmm.
would be like old score our old scores. I think it would be 17-3. I think
Fences
it would be that
moved
bad
in.
because
We're gonna,
my knuckleball was still relevant. Now,
there
if
were a
we're
lot of
talking preseason,
there were a lot of things
there'll be
wrong at
I'm
that
gonna
time
throw
period.
a yeah. Matt threw a ball 10 feet outside the zone. I was still able to hit it down to the bleep bleep
Oh
bleep.
no!
Oh no, no, no! But I was able to hit into the highway. I'll jump hit into the highway. Home run off the hands. That was a big one Logan hated. Home run off the end of the bat, inside part of the bat. All right, we're spending way too much time on this
Okay,
one.
yeah, the final
We gotta
round,
the
23 versus
final.
22. Um,
This one's gonna be personally gonna be interesting. And 3, 2, 1,
I'm gonna give
start.
it. I'm gonna give it to the guy that the numbers were better, and I know why.
Yeah,
Um, and I talked about rolling out of bed earlier. That's gonna cost you in this one. I'm taking 2022.
yeah. I think that was a no-brainer. I mean, we're spending 3 minutes on this, which I don't even think we're gonna even use this 3 minutes. But um, 2023 was like a short year because we don't know what I could have done potentially. I mean, we still had an all-star break, we still had like a World Series, all that jazz. But yeah, you saying rolling out of bed, 2022 was the year where we would this was the year that I was still near the Blitzball Stadium. live near the Blitzball Stadium, so it was more like a weekend gig. We'll go out every weekend and play during the summer. So it was
Mm.
more consistent. I was more consistent. We were more consistent on playing. Yeah, the book was starting to get out on the mound. This was the part where I started throwing fastballs, and the fastballs were going over. And this was when I switched to a only two-seamer sinker pitcher. But this was also, don't forget, this was also technically the year. I mean, but I don't know which one you want to count 2023. Are we going to count 2023 in the World Series? Are we talking like Blitzball World Series as 2023 or 2022?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I think that would be 20,
That would be
20.
2023 technically.
Well, I
Because
think it
it's
was
in the year
more. It
2024.
was more 2022 timeline.
But it's technically in the 2023
All right, we'll go
year.
with that.
So,
We'll go with
all
2020.
right, if we're counting that, honestly, 2023 could still win this.
I know that's
If
what
we
I'm
add
thinking.
the
I
because that was probably my most dominant pitching performance that I ever did. I gave up probably what was it, 3 walks in like 4 games,
yeah.
0 runs, zero maybe 2 hits. I mean, offense performance wise wasn't the greatest, but we're also playing better competition.
Mm-hmm.
So if we add the Blitzball World Series, I mean that's 30 seconds wide down. I mean, it's gonna be an extra innings one for sure. But I think 2022 me will still take it out on top in a 4-3 fashion, even though I'm gonna bring out the slow ball for 2023. That ball's going 100,000 feet into the next universe if I try
Mm-hmm.
to pull that crap on myself.
I just it came down to the slugging for me.
Mm-hmm.
768 slugging in 2022 compared to 571 in 2023. The fences were the same. This is no situation where we can sit there and say, hey, 2021, fences were in. A lot of fraud home
37
runs.
home runs.
Yeah, a lot of fraud situations going on. Ship at stadium.
Different
No,
fields.
no. Yeah. No, we were consistent one field the whole year. I'm taking 2022. Just because, even though it was a bigger sample size, it it was more of a powerful and I think better pitching player too. I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that wraps it up for that topic. I mean, I think we'll be able to squeeze one more in where we're going to be doing a most recent topic or a
Oh,
more
before that,
recent
I want to ask something.
or
Who are the
what?
jerseys behind? I know they're not yours, or they could be. You could be a 49ers fan.
No,
I
no,
don't
no, no,
know.
no, 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 no. I am not a 49ers fan. Let's scratch that for the record. I hate the 49ers.
Is that Kittle and
This is my
McCaffrey?
that is Kittle and Bosa back there
Bosa.
actually. That is my roommates. I mean, we had it blurred for the first
No, you
part,
don't
but
have it blurred.
yeah, I did have it
You
blurred
did.
before we started recording. But no, it's not blurred right now. But no, those are not my uniforms at all. I do not. I'm not a 49ers fan. I actually am not a fan of this year's Super Bowl at all. I hope they both lose. I hope a nuke goes off, and I hope a nuke goes off,
Wait, you know?
and
Okay,
Detroit
no, you don't know
plays.
something, right? You know.
The Detroit and Ravens play.
In Cancun, by the way, they're gonna play in Cancun.
In Cancun, yeah, in Cancun. Um, so
Okay, what's your next topic?
yeah. So this is we're gonna do speed round. Speed round. I mean, there's not gonna be. We're gonna probably spend like 1 or 2 sentences on it. I'm gonna throw a couple of these at you. I mean, I'm gonna act like I have notes so I know what I'm talking about. So this is gonna be over under. I'm just gonna speed round you, Logan, if you don't mind, because I have some here in the chamber.
Okay.
When I'm ready, whenever you are.
Oh yeah.
All right, John, free games, over or under?
In
Or
2024.
he's good. In 2024, is John gonna win more than 3 games? Over under.
Don't know the schedule right now. If we base it off 4 games last year, no.
Gotcha. Matt, um, having ERA below 4, over under.
Oh yeah. Under 4.
Under
Oh yeah.
4.
Yeah, he was at like 1.8 this year.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you your do you think you're gonna hit more than 6 home runs? Over or under?
Yes. Over. I'm gonna do that. I'm taking that. I got 6 this year, so I should be over. 6 in the regular season.
All
Wait,
right.
no, that was
So
Matt. I
we're
got like 4. Okay. Yeah, I can take it over. So yeah.
all right. All right. Buck. This one's gonna be on Buck. Will Buck have more strikeouts pitching wise than John?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep.
I mean that's a no-brainer question, but this is
He's
all I'm gonna also
he's got more
recall.
power
Is he
stuff
gonna
than
have?
John.
Are they gonna throw more walks than they did between Buck? Is he gonna throw more walks, or do you think he's gonna throw less walks?
More.
More.
Same situation between me and Matt. Like Matt's got the more
Buck just
power.
caught a Buck just caught a stray right there. I don't know.
That's how it goes. He's gonna strike out more, but he's gonna walk more. Same thing that Matt did compared to me this year.
This one's gonna be funny. Will John have more home runs than me in the 2024 season?
Yes. More than you? Yeah. Unless you were playing virtually. I don't know. If anybody don't
What
know,
I'm saying
Chris is
is,
in Korea, so who
yeah.
knows? It might be
I
some
mean,
way.
it's still possible. Yeah, it might be some. I might pop one over here in Korea. You never know. Well, I might start a little something. You never know. Um, I feel like there's one more I can squeeze out. Will there be a wild card this year by chance,
Well, I don't
or
know.
are we not having a wild?
I don't know.
I mean, if we're playing
I
with the
think we
four
kind of
game
have.
format, will Matt be above 500 for this
Yes.
year? I mean, do you think he'll lose 2 games against you in the regular season? Do you think you can go undefeated?
Do I think I can go undefeated? Yes, I think so. I've shown that I've owned Matt. There's no other way around it. Uh,
I mean,
what I
I see the tic-tac-toe pitching, the you've been owning them on the
yeah
1v1 stuff. But in games, I mean regular season Matt's like how's the best way to put it? He's like the regular season version of the Ravens. He's like crushing out all these teams, like beating all these teams, and then when Patrick Mahomes, aka you, shows up, it's not good. It's like he loses himself.
he's Lamar
I mean, there's
Jackson, and
still
that there's a reason why
yeah,
Lamar Jackson is probably one of his favorite football players. Throwback in the day to us. He always used Lamar Jackson in Madden.
yeah,
He's
he would
Lamar
always
Jackson.
find
He's great in the regular season, then he falls apart in the playoffs or whenever he plays me. Because what? He lost in the regular season. He lost the 2 games in the World Series. That's 3. 0-3 this year. Last year, what, he won
and
1 game against
20
me? Two? Two.
and
Two.
then what was it, 2022, he probably had his greatest stretch where he hit those home runs off of me, and then in the All-Star game he hit a game tying or game leading home or game tying home run,
Yeah,
which
all the
which
damage
he
he did last year or in 2022 was against you.
and
Uh,
that was also on the same pitch every single time. That high fastball that doesn't move, and it's like a blob ball.
yeah, because we played on opening day. I won, then I lost the next game, so 1-1. Then I played him 2 more times in the regular season, won both of them, so that was 3-1, and then I lost to him in the wild card, which that was controversial. I think that was one of your questions too
Yeah.
about that wild card. Good
Oh
segue.
yeah, about the wild card, the controversial call. Yeah, I was gonna
hmm
ask like if would it change the outcome? Like would you possibly could have won the World Series? Which like me, I would want you to win a World Series, but knowing this situation, I would have probably still won. But I mean,
Well, here's the thing. Coming into the wild card game, I was hitting the worst I was pretty much all season. I felt terrible. My arm was tired. We played a ton of games that weekend because that was one of the last free weekends we had, and it was getting cold out and stuff like that. So we played a ton, and even me, who I had the number 2 seed locked up because of I didn't even know I might have had the 1 seed because it all came down to run differential and all that between me and you. So I was like,
Oh,
all
you
right,
had this 2 seed. Yeah, you had the 2 seed
yeah, I was like, all
because I
right, I
heard.
got the 2 seed, whatever. Playing the wild card. I've owned Matt. Let's just go beat him. And then
Hmm.
the foul ball check swing called it. I don't know what called it a foul ball, but it was clearly fair. And playing by that those rules, that should have been out.
Yeah.
But then of course we changed it for this year so that wouldn't happen. I mean, it still could happen, but the pitcher has a chance to pick it up to get in stuff like that.
Hmm.
And we have a review. But I don't
And the
know.
pitcher
I
can
don't know.
start the
It,
ball.
it, it just it would have been too complicated. You beat Matt, what 1-0 or what was it 3-0?
Yeah, it was a home run in the second.
It was a home run. I
Second.
don't remember the score. All I know is Matt was
I
pitching
think it was
really
a two
good.
run, a free run shot. I think it was a free run shot.
Yeah, Matt was pitching really good. He got the first out, and then he walked you twice. I'm like, what is this kid doing? Come on, throw it over the plate.
And, and he threw one in the sweet spot. Not in the outside zone. Poked it over.
It
Not really poked, but
Yeah. So I wasn't feeling great pitching. I was pitching pretty good, probably the best all season. Of course, I was 9-3, and I was tearing it up, and I went on like a 4 or 5
came
game
off a
winning
walk
streak.
off against Matt.
Yeah, I was on like some super long winning streak or something like that. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't care about it. Let's just go beat him in the wild card. Didn't happen, but I don't think I would have beat you in the World Series. I think that would have stopped because that was the point where I was like, I still can't beat Chris, but who knows?
All right. Well, I think we're yapping more than we probably should, and we should be able to wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in on this first episode of our second season, which should be a longer season than it was in the first season. Um, yeah, I mean, listen to us on Spotify, whatever platform this could be on, YouTube, probably just Spotify. Next episode, we'll probably lean towards more of what could we see next year and how different things could be changed, announcing could be changed, um, different events possibly. I don't know what Mr. CEO Danville has cooking up in the works, but thank you for tuning in on our first episode of season 2.
Yeah. Just we want to kind of keep this casual. We were kind of strict in season one, and I like the strict as well if we're talking about other leagues. But if we're going for Danville, I mean we're gonna keep it open. We're gonna keep it honest. Of course, we're gonna talk about other leagues. That's kind of the main goal of this whole podcast. Is it's not the Danville Blitzball podcast. It's called the Blitz'd podcast because it's talking about Blitzball. And there's a lot of things Blitzball going on. We got Blitzball Battle 3. Is it 3 or 4 for the warehouse? I don't even remember. I think it's 4 coming up. I don't know. There's so much
Yeah.
Blitzball stuff going on with them. Ball and
Cricket
play.
and Blitzball and
I
like
mean, there's so much. We got so much to talk about from Tampa this year, which you weren't at, unfortunately, Chris. But we have so many stories. Hopefully, those videos come out. I probably know when they're going to come out around the summertime, springtime. But we got so many stories from those because those games were insane. And of course, we got to play
I
them
think that's yeah.
and
Yeah.
seeing all our highlights. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm like, oh look, this is a different lens. I'm watching our games. I didn't have to do anything, and I'm watching me go out there play against some of the best. So me and Matt, and we loved it. It's great.
Yeah.
So definitely more stuff to
That
come.
was that was great to hear. That was great to hear that you guys love that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
definitely a different experience and meeting a lot of cool people, and seeing a lot of old friends too. It's what we did in
yeah.
2023.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, I guess this could be good little wrap up right here. Like I said, next episode we're probably gonna be focusing. We're gonna be taking probably these 2 episodes to focus more on Danville, and once we're able to establish like what our plan is over here with you guys, we'll focus more on the Como side of things, the all the different types of blitzball, new blitzball channels up and coming.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's a
see
segment.
here and there. And then just different John Boy his blitzball battles, and then Logan has many different experiences with different content creators, so he could probably share that with us. I mean, not too much detail because we still got the videos from Tampa, but be able to share like what he saw at the blitzball World Series. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we,
that's all
we, we
I
know
have
some
left to
people.
say.
I could try to get some guests on here. if somebody wants to reach out,
Adam?
yeah, you never know. If you're an up and coming league, or I don't care who you are, we really don't care. We said it last year, but if we're gonna keep this up, which we might, I like the sound of it, and I like what they're doing. There's not much work going into it. We'd love to have some people on. Just send us a message on Instagram, comment on our YouTube, something like that. I don't care. Any way you can get a hold of us, we'll do it, and we'll get you on here to talk about your league or whatever you want to talk about.
All right. It's good to hear. Good morning from Korea and
Yeah, good morning from
afternoon
Korea.
the United States.
Good afternoon in the United States. We see you guys next time on the Blitz'd podcast.